Welcome to Optimal Wellness Channel. Ever wondered if divine intervention and a doctor's prescription could both be your ticket to a healthier life? Yes, you heard it right. This is not about choosing one over the other, but more about understanding how these two seemingly disparate paths can actually converge. The world today is buzzing with a rather intriguing debate. At the heart of this discourse is the intersection of faith and science, especially when it comes to our health. People from all walks of life are wrestling with this concept, trying to make sense of it all. It's like a grand wrestling match, but instead of burly men in spandex, we have an angel in one corner and a doctor in the other. Now that's a sight, isn't it? On one side of the ring, we have the faith healers. This group firmly believes in the power of divine intervention. They trust that prayers, positive affirmations, and spiritual practices can bring about miraculous healing. To them, faith is not just about belief, but a tangible force that can influence physical health and well-being. In the opposite corner, we have the science stalwarts. This group places their trust solely in the hands of medical science. They rely on empirical evidence, scientific research, and proven medical treatments to maintain and improve health. To them, the path to wellness is paved with lab coats, stethoscopes, and prescription pads. Now, this isn't a tag team match, it's a one-on-one face-off, with each side passionately advocating for their viewpoint. The faith healers swear by the power of prayer, while the science stalwarts put their faith in the latest medical breakthroughs. But hey, isn't life all about balance? Like having your cake and eating it too? So, the million-dollar question is, can we possibly strike a balance between these two? Can faith and science, seemingly at odds with each other, find a middle ground in the realm of health and healing? So, who's got the upper hand in this celestial smackdown, the faithful or the physicians? Well, stay tuned to find out because this battle is far from over. Please subscribe to Optimal Wellness Channel for more scientifically accurate health information. Now, imagine if your health insurance was replaced by a prayer book. In a world where medical bills are a leading cause of stress, it's a thought that certainly raises eyebrows. But for some, their faith is their first line of defense against illness. Yes, we're talking about faith healers, those who believe firmly in the power of prayer and divine intervention to cure ailments. Picture this. You've just sprained your ankle. The pain is throbbing, it's swelling. But instead of reaching for your phone to dial your doctor, you reach for your prayer book. You fervently pray, seeking divine intervention. And you know what? For some people, they would tell you it works. Remember that time when your grandmother insisted that her arthritis pain eased every time she prayed? Or that friend of a friend who swears they were cured of a chronic condition after a particularly intense prayer session? These are the kind of stories that faith healers would tell you, and they believe them with all their heart. While most of us might chuckle at the idea of a miracle happening while we're doing our laundry or dishes, for faith healers, it's a part of their everyday reality. They believe in the power of divine intervention in the most mundane of activities. So, don't be surprised if you see them praying over a burnt toast or a flat tire. But faith healing isn't just about praying for miracles in the middle of household chores. It's also about a deep-rooted belief in the power of positive thinking, the conviction that a strong mental attitude can impact physical well-being. Mind over matter, as they say. Of course, faith healers are not without their critics, but then isn't every belief system? The important thing is that they find comfort and hope in their faith, and sometimes that's what healing is all about. So, faith healers. Their prescription for health: a good dose of prayer, one miracle a day, and the occasional holy water gargle. On the other side of the ring, we have the science stalwarts, armed with test tubes, stethoscopes, and a bunch of Latin terms. These folks stand firmly on the ground of empirical evidence, clinical trials, and the reassuring beep of heart monitors. For these individuals, health is a science, and each ailment, a puzzle waiting to be solved. They're the ones who trust the white-coated professionals with years of medical school under their belts, who can diagnose a condition faster than you can say hypertension. The science stalwarts believe in the power of the pill, the magic in the MRI, and the triumph of the transplant. They find comfort in the sterile smell of hospitals and the clinical language that might sound like a lost Shakespearean play to the rest of us. Bilateral pneumothorax, idiopathic thrombocytopenic purpura, pneumona ultramicroscopic silicovulcanoconiosis. Say that 5 times fast. And let's not forget the medicines. They come in all shapes, sizes, and unfortunately, flavors. The science stalwarts are the brave souls who can gulp down a bitter pill without a grimace, and the ones who can pronounce the names of their medications without twisting their tongues into pretzels. They're the ones who know that acetaminophen is just a fancy word for Tylenol, and that ibuprofen is not a new type of software. But it's not all Latin and lab codes. The science stalwarts also know the value of a balanced diet, regular exercise, and a good night's sleep. They're the ones who understand that prevention is better than cure, and that an apple a day might not keep the doctor away, but it sure helps. For the science stalwarts, health is not a mystery to be left in the hands of fate. It's a continuous journey of discovery, understanding, and yes, sometimes a little trial and error. So, next time you're at the doctor's office and you hear a bunch of medical jargon, remember the science stalwarts. They're the ones who, despite the complex terminology and often unpleasant taste of medicines, trust in the power of medical science to heal. For the science stalwarts, health comes in a pill bottle, and a good day is when they understand their doctor's handwriting. But what if there's a middle ground, a place where faith and science could have a friendly coffee chat? Imagine, if you will, a world where the doctor's white coat and the priest's robes aren't seen as opposing uniforms, but rather as complementary fashion statements. Let's picture a scene. A doctor and a priest walk into a juice bar. No, this isn't the start of a joke. They sit down, order a couple of health smoothies, kale, blueberries, a dash of spirulina for good measure. They clink their glasses together, and instead of the usual cheers, they say, "To health." A health toast, if you will. In this world, faith isn't seen as a barrier to scientific understanding, but rather as a supplement. The doctor prescribes medication, while the priest offers prayers. The science looks after the body, and faith, the soul. It's like a balanced diet for your overall well-being. Think about it, when you're feeling under the weather, don't you want all the help you can get? It's like having a cold and being offered both chicken soup and a warm blanket. You wouldn't say no to either, would you? In this middle ground, faith and science aren't in a boxing match, they're in a dance. They move together, they lean on each other, they make beautiful music together. The doctor and the priest, they're not opponents in this dance, they're partners. They're not trying to outdo each other, they're trying to work in harmony. And isn't that a beautiful thought? That these two seemingly opposite entities can come together for the common good. That they can put aside their differences and work towards a common goal, our health. It's like having your cake and eating it too, or in this case, having your health smoothie and drinking it too. So, maybe the key to good health isn't choosing between faith and science, but finding a way for them to work together like a heavenly health tag team. So, who wins the health battle royal? Faith, science, or the tag team of both? Well, let's take a moment to recap what we've explored so far. First, we dove into the world of faith healing, where belief and prayer take center stage. There's no denying the power of faith. It can provide comfort, reduce stress, and even improve mental health. But it's not a one-size-fits-all solution. It depends on the individual, their beliefs, and their specific circumstances. And while miracles do happen, they're called miracles for a reason. They're not the norm. Then we ventured into the realm of medical science, where test tubes and tablets reign supreme. Modern medicine has given us incredible advancements, from antibiotics to organ transplants. But it's not without its limitations. Side effects can be a real downer, and let's not forget, it's no fun being poked and prodded by a host of needles. But what if we could have the best of both worlds? Imagine a tag team of faith and science working together in harmony. Picture this. You're downing your daily vitamins with a side of prayer, or perhaps meditating while you wait for your flu shot. Sounds like an interesting combo, doesn't it? Of course, this is all in good fun. The point is, there's no definitive winner in this health battle royal. It's not about choosing one over the other, but rather about finding the right balance for you. After all, health is a personal journey. It's about understanding your body, listening to your intuition, and making choices that align with your beliefs and lifestyle. And remember, there's no right or wrong way to be healthy. Just like there's no right or wrong way to eat a Reese's. Unless, of course, you're allergic to peanuts, then that's definitely the wrong way. In the end, whether you're praying or popping pills, remember, laughter is the best medicine, so keep smiling and stay healthy. Please like and subscribe to Optimal Wellness Channel for more scientifically accurate health information. Thank you.